And it's so hard to say goodbye. Welcome back to the alley oop. New York, New York. I feel for you. You got my heart. SIKE, psych your mind. I'm a Celtics fan, so I was waiting for this. Anybody but them. I'm joined today by my brothers, Amin El Hassan, 10-Day Tony. How are y'all doing tonight, brother? Thank y'all, first of all, for a Saturday night live. You dig it? Come on, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all pulled up with the kid. What's up, bro? How you feeling tonight, bro?
I feel great, man. I already booked my travel to Indianapolis
Yes,
before
sir.
game 5. When they won game 5, I was like, oh shit, are they gonna do this shit, man? Are they gonna make my life more difficult? So, but I'm good, man. It was a fun game, but at the end of the day, you just wore their ass out.
Yeah.
It
We
feels a
also
little
joined by
it,
Tony.
it feels there's like a bit of solace in the chat tonight, in the stream tonight, a bit of solace. Like, even though nobody here is really caring about the Knicks passing
Yeah.
to the NBA finals, like, it's still like I don't know, it feels like a loss for all of us in a sense. Do you guys feel that, or is it just me?
I don't know. It felt like a loss for the ratings in the NBA finals because I remember earlier in the season, there was like this specific finals wouldn't draw in a lot of new people, especially with New York being right on the cusp. But
Mm-hmm.
as for me, I just know like my dog Josh Smith, I hope he's having the night that he deserves right now. You feel
Oh
me?
man.
He
Did
ain't
he
been able to
join us
pull
for
up to the
one? I was gonna say, did he join us
exactly.
for one? He's got his picture on the shit, and I don't even have my picture. I've been
Exactly.
on all of these. What?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I hope he having a night he deserved. Give him being AWOL. And I'm sure we'll see him in the finals talking crap. But yeah, bro. I mean, starting with you, bro. In this game, what stood out for you from this game, bro?
Well, I think the Pacers after remember Juju. I told you after game 5, there was
Yeah.
zero panic. They were like, "Yeah, it's cool. Like they play harder than us." It felt like a team that knew exactly what they needed to do to win, and they
Yeah.
just knew they didn't do it. Tonight they did it. And I think the big thing was the pace. They knew, even though the score was close in the beginning of the game, they knew the Knicks could not keep up with that pace, and it
Mm-hmm.
was very reminiscent to my days in Phoenix. They did a lot of stuff that we used to do,
Yeah.
which is one of the chief among them, running after makes, right? We had a whole teaching tape. We get
Yeah.
new players in, show this is how we play. They scored, doesn't matter. Get that thing inbound, get it to Steve, and we'll get it up court as soon as possible. Because it was a couple things. Number one, we were a smaller team like the Pacers, so that's how you counteract. Okay, they're gonna attack the offensive glass against us. We're gonna
Yeah.
make them pay, right? But number two, and this is big, they're conditioned for running. The Knicks are a
Right.
slow down team. Brunson's a half court guy. He wants to play in the half court, so does KAT. So they knew even if the Knicks try to keep up with us, they can't do it for 48 minutes. And I think that's what we saw over the course of the game. As the game wore on, the Knicks got more and more tired. And as they got tired, you see all those KAT drop backs as opposed to meeting the ball handler in the screen and rolls. And all of the stuff just started escalating like a snowball.
Right. Cat was looking his softest tonight in certain
Those
instances.
shoes were heavy. Those cat
Right.
shoes were heavy. I saw those things plodding.
Tony, what you saw tonight, bro?
It feels like um it feels like the Pacers are like the Oregon teams of old, where it's just like,
Yeah.
we're going, right? We're calling the play at the line. We're not huddling. This is a no huddle offense. Like, Rick Carlisle runs a no huddle offense. And I mean,
Yeah.
so you guys were the 7 seconds or less Suns.
Yeah.
What are we donning the Pacers now? Like, what is their
Mm.
moniker? Because they're playing basically the same way, right? Like, I haven't seen a team play like that. I know obviously the Daryl Morey teams want to put up a lot of threes and try to play
Yeah.
fast by getting those threes and either threes or layups. But it feels like nobody's playing at this pace in the league right now outside of the Pacers.
Yeah. So they pushed the envelope better than anyone else. And Tony, were you there when Stan was on with us?
No, I wasn't there.
Okay, so the day Stan was on with us, we are talking about it, and he said, honestly, it has nothing to do with, because I was asking about Carlisle. He's like, it has nothing to do with Carlisle. It's everything to do with the point guard.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Teams with point guards that push the tempo, they play fast. Teams with point guards that walk it up. They play slow. Chris Paul is going to be a slow team, no matter where he is, no matter who his coach is. Halliburton, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, these are all fast point guards. So they get up the floor. And so that, to me, like that's what it comes down to, is just literally just that one guy, which, by the way, now here's the funny part. I don't know. I didn't really think about this until it was brought up in my group chat today. Number one, obviously, Obi Toppin had a great game. And I was like, oh, it's nice to see Obi Toppin kind of like find himself. You know, I was like a redemption story. And so the chat's salty because he used to be a Knick. But then I realized why they were salty. They were like, it's not just that he used to be a Knick. It's that they drafted Obi Toppin over Tyrese Halliburton. So it's like a double. Not only are you balling out, but you balling out with the guy who we should have taken with the pick back then.
Right. So breaking news also, Pascal Siakam is your Larry Bird Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Is that deserved? I think it might be deserved because Halliburton stepped up, but it was only in clutch moments. What y'all think? He deserved the Eastern Conference MVP?
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, he can like someone's got to do the work. Now, Halliburton was an amazing closer, and tonight was no different. We killed them with like 3 or 4 floaters in a row. But, you know, Pascal was the one night in, night out who's bringing it. There were a lot of quiet games from Halliburton, and that's how it's going to be because he's not really a scorer. He's like an opportunistic scorer, but he's not a 25 a night guy. I don't think he'll ever be that, and he doesn't need to be because he's got a guy like Pascal Siakam.
And it's weird because we always see Pascal Siakam and we see him and like, oh, he's a good player. Like he's. I mean, you'd say he's a top 10 power forward in the league, top 12 power forward in the league. Is that fair?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest. I think if we start counting, we'll get to more than 10. That's not a knock on him. It's just,
no. I'm saying it's fair. Like he's a top 10, top 15 power forward. We don't think of him as a guy who can command. No, he's not an elite guy. He's not a guy that's going to command your defense to like try and play around and like defend what he's doing. Because all he's doing is hitting mid-range little middies and like getting stuff at the hoop when he's got smaller guys on him. And notoriously, we said it the other day. Steven Jackson, shout out to Stack, said Pascal Siakam has no bag.
Right.
Eastern Conference Finals MVP. It's like, okay.
But you know what?
Like, redemption story.
Both things could be true. I don't think he has a crazy bag, but I think like think of his points. He runs out in the break in transition. He wants to get to his spin move, right? And he's got a nice little mid-range game as well as his the 3-point or whatever. So like to me, it's all I saw Austin Rivers talk about this the other day, and I laughed because Austin Rivers thinks this is a new thing in basketball. But what he said was correct, which is if you can straight line drive, make a shot and defend, you could be an NBA player.
Yeah,
that like those 3 things, like having a bag, like doing all this shit, not necessary. The difference is Austin Rivers thinks this is something that happened in the last 5 years. I'm like, nope, it's always been like this. If you could do those 3 things, you're an NBA player.
Yeah.
Right. Steven Jackson, we know he used to them Birkin bags. He used to the fancy bag. Pascal Siakam got him a little Donna Karen bag, man. Good old reliable.
Coach. Hey, coach.
Right, got the coach bag.
Coach bag.
It's sturdy, man. It's been there since the 90s. You feel me? I think it was a snub tonight, though. Eastern Conference MVP. Now that I think about it, it might should have went to my guy. I never give him credit, but tonight, Thomas Bryant. Oh
wow.
The Thomas Bryant minutes.
Yes, the Thomas Bryant minutes today was real.
Oh, 3 for 3 from 3.
Right.
And the blocks.
I
said he turned into Giannis out here just swatting shit left and right.
Who is this guy?
Bruh. Who is he?
Let me give another nominee, someone who I thought really impacted the series, maybe even more than Pascal Siakam, consistently. Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah. Today was a dog.
He was all day.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him there quick. He's got him close. I don't know why he's got him so close over there. I don't like that.
Right. Bruh from Canada. I was telling my baby, I was like, bruh from Canada. He D'd up. I could see he was a problem in high school because he gave that boy nothing but problems tonight.
Hey, he said to Brunson, said, go ahead, man.
You're coming with
he had him in these. He had him in these. Chained up.
Right.
Locked them. Steady trying to find the motive.
And it's crazy because you figure in the beginning of the season, or the beginning of the series, excuse me, Brunson was able to get kind of whatever he wanted on Nembhard. It felt like Nembhard wasn't able to guard him. And then as the series progressed, the Nesmith injury, I think they tried to like get him away from Brunson because it was like, all right, with a bad wheel, we don't know what he can do because he was playing good defense in the earlier games. And then all of a sudden, Nembhard just out of nowhere was like clamps. And I was like, oh,
let me clarify. Let me clarify to the chat. Everyone's like, why do you have handcuffs? Real.
I let them know before you let them know. Okay, freak ball. 2 words. Freak ball.
No, what are we doing here?
No. Real Le Batard fans will remember. I lost a grit of death punishment, and they made me do the whole show handcuffed. And so I wore a suit that day, and I had the Martin Luther King inmate number as I did the show handcuffed for 3 hours.
Salute to the chat. Daniel, the super fan. You feel me? Kellen Moore. New coach Kellen Moore.
Salute to Kellen Moore.
Right. Mommy D, Warren Corporate Sports. My boy say Adina Howard. Like, we ain't gonna do that. What? Right. Freaking to the day and to the dawn. Yeah, bro. I think he was definitely the biggest factor. He had me looking at Jalen Brunson tonight. That's Andrew Nembhard. He had me looking at him like, bro, fight through. Because instead of fighting through and just being the dog that he is, he relying on flopping. Look, referee, see what he just did to me.
Hey, JuJu.
I'm like, bro, that's what's wrong with you.
JuJu, I can neither confirm or deny that in a group chat I'm in. That as the fourth quarter was happening, and then like that avalanche was happening, somebody posted that video of dudes jumping to do fight back. That's exactly what it felt like.
Right, bro.
He was getting killed.
Dude, like, when Nembhard picked him,
he picked him clean a couple times.
When he picked him clean, that one where he comes on the other side, taps it this way and goes. That's when I was like, oh man, he's cooked.
And then he bumped him too at the end. He made the layup and bumped him, and I was like,
the head bump back.
Yeah. That's not good.
Right.
You're down bad already. And then they do that to you. And then you get the bump at the end. He must have been like,
look, Becky Hammond tried to tell us a couple years ago she got killed. You feel me? Jalen Brunson being your number one may or may not go how you wanted to go. And tonight was just a big example. I feel like the Landry Shamet minutes. You don't know about that, bro?
No,
I don't know about that.
Finals game 6. Like, how much further do you want him to be for number one?
I get it.
And to me, it's like if we start playing the blame game.
Okay.
I feel like it's a couple of names we get to before we get to Jalen Brunson.
There's a 3 named guy that I am very
was that JuJu?
Yeah, exactly.
That boy was the bodega kitten tonight, bro.
My gosh.
He can't touch the ball without come on, Rev. But they picking him clean. They did. I ain't never seen as many strip down off of your knee out of bounds as
there was
on
like
one person. Right.
What's going on here?
And he's sitting here arguing a foul. Bro, I think that's always been the problem with KAT. He'll have a great game, and then he'll put up a turd the next day. Talk about KAT, bro. What you saw from KAT tonight, I mean.
Can I go glass half full for KAT?
Okay.
It's better than what he used to be in the playoffs, which is just
true.
Five games of trash. Like now it's like now we getting good ones mixed in. I feel like he took a step. He took a step in terms of being able to be relied upon in a postseason. Okay. Now the other part of it is defensively, they got his ass. Right? They were attacking. He was the weakling. And again, the conditioning. As this game kept going, he got tired. He got worse as the game rolled on. So, here's the crazy thing. Nobody had the Knicks in the conference finals to start the year, right?
No.
Nobody had them in the conference finals to start the playoffs. And nobody had them in the conference finals to start the Celtics series.
Right.
So, I don't think it's I always feel bad. I don't want to shit on them. Oh man, y'all really smoked it, because really they overachieved from what they are. And so, yeah, you could say Jalen Brunson and KAT and these guys didn't show up in the biggest game of their lives or whatever. But to me, it's like, yo, man, let's just celebrate them and give them, hey, man, y'all had a good year. Y'all had a good year, and just leave it at that, right? But I do have a question. Let me ask the two of y'all. I do have a question.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Tom Thibodeau like Deuce McBride? What Deuce McBride got to do? I'm like,
here we are.
He guards. He makes shots. He don't play scared. You gonna play DeLon Wright? DeLon Wright? I'm like, why is DeLon Wright playing?
Right, dog. And why is? I mean, I feel like in that fourth quarter specifically, it was one time where he subbed out KAT for Mitchell instead of getting Josh Hart up out of there. Like, bro, I get it. He had the bloody jersey. He was all heart, but bro ain't contribute a damn thing tonight. Last game, like,
he been sliding. He's been sliding.
Mitchell Robinson put them boys on his back. I feel like, you know what I mean, like, bro, with his just his effectiveness at the defensive rim and his offensive rebounding, I feel like you got to tell him during the fourth quarter, hey, bro, I don't know how tired you is or you gonna get, but we need you, bro.
Keep going.
Right. Him and KAT at the same time. He took KAT out. I'm like, what? And let Josh Hart in, bro. What you think, Tony? What you think of Tom Thibodeau's subs?
I think he was grasping at straws trying to make something happen because he knew that it looked to me like Brunson was cooked, right? Like they're picking him up 94 feet. Nembhard has got his number, and it's like he's trying to make things happen. He's getting killed with hacks, with clean shots, with everything, and it's like you can't do it on your own. This series has been a byproduct of the Pacers can run 11 guys, the Knicks run 7 guys, and you pray that the 8th guy can actually do something. And that's just been what the series has been. Like their bench points tonight, they have almost 40 bench points tonight, maybe more. How many points did they have out turnovers tonight? 36?
All of them. 125. 125.
They're hauling ass 24/7. You guys are trying to take out the corpse of Landry Shamet and DeLon Wright to make some minutes happen.
Hold on now. We got to keep respect on Landry Shamet name. I don't know, bro.
No, he played well. Before last series, okay? Yeah. Before last series, did you know Landry Shamet was a Knick?
Okay, I knew he was.
No. I'm saying in general.
Hold on. I'll tell you what the example of that is. Before this series, did you know that Tony Bradley was in the NBA?
Right, exactly.
There we go.
I thought Tony. I was like, 2 years ago, I had this. It's crazy because I saw my buddy last night. My buddy, he's a trainer. He's a workout guy, and so we were talking about the Heat. The Heat need a big because we were talking about the Cody Zeller minutes and all that. Right. And I was like, you know what? I think they should go out and get Tony Bradley. I say he's big, he's athletic, he moves pretty well. I know he's a little goofy out there, but like I think they could like do something. And he was like, that dude is not an NBA player. So I was out last night in New York and I ran into him. I was like, what I tell you about Tony Bradley? Tony Bradley out here playing in the conference finals. What you gotta say now?
Bro, you know who watching the game? You know the belly meme when bro on the couch. You gonna get yours, B. Yeah. You gonna get yours. Paul George. The Paul George finals is among us. The Thunder and the damn Pacers.
Thank you finals.
Thank you for your service, UYFS.
That boy don't want to hear nothing tonight. He don't want to party. He probably is at the strip club just throwing a couple up.
No, man. You know what the crazy thing is, Juju? He kind of like with this year when he was like shit was going down and they were like, hey, they had a team meeting and motherfuckers called out Joel Embiid. And then like the next day, Paul George is like, hey, how crazy is that team? I'm like, you can't have a podcast about this, man. So he strikes me as the kind of guy who does not have the self-awareness to know I should probably lay low. He probably gonna be like, all right, guys, Thunder Pacers, this is a great matchup. Right. But not even like acknowledging, man, you made all this happen.
Exactly.
It's never happened before. Like we're watching history right now. Two teams that have turned into NBA Finals contenders, and one team that looks like a dynasty for the next 10 years because of one guy's inability to play well and then continue to be traded and play for other teams and leaving all this stuff in his path is wild.
Damn. Also throw in that get well soon, Jarris Walker. That was a tough one, bro. You know, like I thought it looked broke.
If that's just a sprain, I'd be shocked. I feel really bad because he's a guy that was out of the rotation, didn't play, and then gets called up in game 5. And even though they lost that game, it was like,
hit a couple big shots.
Hit some shot that held his own. And so he earns the minutes in game 6. And he's especially because they had foul trouble with Nesmith and Miles Turner. And it's like, oh shit, he's getting the minutes. and he's playing decent again.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you got an injury like this, like that sucks. I hope it's just a sprain for his sake, because anytime you get an opportunity and you live up to that opportunity, like you should, you don't want to see that kind of disrupted.
Right. And like I say, bro, like that his injury making me like matter at the Knicks for flopping. Bro, get up. Carlton Town, stop holding your knee. Get up. That's a real injury. Like all throughout the night, them boys just the flopping really got under my skin tonight. Cause I feel like, bro, you flop, you could have had. If you don't flop, you could have had about 5 to 10 extra points. But you're so busy complaining. I don't know, bro. I don't like it at all. Do you think now that the finals are set, do the Pacers actually have a chance against the Oklahoma City Thunder? Or is this already like congratulations?
Oklahoma City is showing up with one of these. You know what this is?
Oh yeah.
This
20 CB. 20
yes,
CB.
20 CB. It is 20 CB. It's a can opener. And they're gonna open a can of whoop ass on the Pacers. I'm sorry. Hey, it's nice. It's a beautiful story. They about to get annihilated, man.
Oh my goodness.
Because what they did to the Knicks, that's what they did to the Knicks in this series. Like, oh my God, I think we could really get some pressure. That's what these guys do every day.
Right.
Every game. That's how they play every day. And so we saw in game 5 when the Knicks played like that, what ended up happening was the Pacers were unsure of themselves and they were turning it over, whatever. Here's the thing: the running up and down shit isn't gonna phase the Thunder, because they got all 12-year-olds anyway. All those guys, all they do is run around full of energy. So, I just, it's, to me, it's like the talent gap is way too big.
Yeah,
and they run. Oklahoma City, y'all are deep. So are we, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to run? So do we. Yeah, like everything that the Pacers do, the Thunder do it, and they do it better.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think, bro.
If you look across all the teams that the Pacers have played, right, they've had kind of an advantage over every team they've played in the sense of first round when they played Milwaukee. Milwaukee doesn't really have a bench they're not that good to begin with. Dame gets hurt. Giannis is kind of out there by himself. Next round they play Cleveland, and Cleveland's bench is okay, but it felt like Indiana still had kind of the edge on bench, and then now conference finals they have the edge on the bench. You look across the way in Oklahoma City's got the edge on the bench, right? You've got Alex Caruso, Casey Wallace coming off the bench. They have 14 guys that can play, that can hit shots. Where's Isaiah Joe? Does he play ever?
Yeah. Kenrich Williams.
Does he play ever?
Williams.
Like
Aaron Wiggins.
Minutes a night.
All those guys are like they've been chilling. They're ready to go though. They're ready to deploy.
And they'd be basically second team guys on this Pacer team.
Yeah,
first guys off the bench.
Yeah,
and
bro,
you look
Isaiah
at that,
Joe played the biggest minutes in the entire history of my gambling bets history last game. I bet him to have 4.5 points with Terrence Shannon from the
from the Wolves
with 3.5. Yeah. I loaded up on him too. He came in fourth quarter. Sky.
That blowout came in handy.
Right. But yeah, my bad, Antonio. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's just to say that, like, even with all that,
yeah,
Indiana's been living off their bench, playing better than the other bench teams that they've played. And now they look across there and they've got elite defenders, they've got elite shot makers, they've got really good players on that second and third team for Oklahoma City. And it's like, where do we have the advantage? Because I don't think it's coaching either. I think Daigneault's probably better than Carlisle right now as far as knowing his team and putting him in position to win. It feels like there's no clear path of, all right, this unit that we have, or this thing that we want to do is better than what OKC did, just like Amin said.
Damn, you don't give Daigneault the props over the GOAT, the legend. Like,
Carlisle's been pulling all the right strings. It just feels like, Amin said, like the Pacers just play because Halliburton is the quarterback, and then they run no huddle.
And I think the other part of it is just like, again, like everything that the Pacers have, it's like, oh, that's pretty good. Like the Thunder say, we got a better version of that. It's whatever the opposite of we have XYZ at home is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so You got
we got a 5-star version of that.
Yeah,
right, we got McDonald's at the house. We got them crinkle cut. Like, Daddy, them crinkle cut fries. We got burgers at the house, bro. Them Flanders guys.
So like you said, you got a defensive big who also shoot threes. Yeah, we got Chet Holmgren. He better than Miles Turner, right? Like, you got a point guard who controls the thing. Like, we got one of those too. Ours is MVP of the league,
right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything they do is like a higher level, of than what the Pacers do.
Oh, you got a good number 2. Oh, we've got a better one.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we got a
all-star.
Also, exactly.
Dogs, right?
Second team all defense.
You got TJ McConnell. We got Casey Wallace. Right, like every step of this shit is like you got Andrew Nembhard. That's cool. We got Lou Dort.
Right.
Like, every step they've got it's crazy. And that's why it's like, like you started the show and you mentioned the ratings, JuJu, and I'm kind of like, we made that joke. I made that joke, God knows, so many times. But now that we're here, I'm not gonna talk about that shit anymore because number one, everyone in the chat. Every one of us, unless you work for ESPN, ABC, or the NBA, the ratings don't fucking change your life. They don't. Why do any of us give a shit about whether the ratings are good or bad? We love basketball. If you're here, you love basketball. So the best thing we're getting is 2 really fun teams. Like these teams play fun basketball. It's entertaining basketball. So we're gonna get to watch this, and I think we're gonna have a great finals. I just think Oklahoma City's gonna win it.
Damn. Vance Williams from YouTube says, "Don't feel too bad for Taylor. He now has more time to go plan Bill Belichick's bachelor party." Come on, we gotta ease up on my boy Taylor. This ain't a good night to be throwing stones. Right.
They've already gotten it. Look, they already got their ass over, man. Like just
stall him out, though. Stall him out.
Let him be.
Stall him out. Right. I'm gonna have to make the call soon. The staple of the alley-oop.
As you make that call, I'm gonna read off a couple of texts from Taylor. He says, Josh Hart, 2 spots too high in a rotation for a team that's trying to compete. Another text, I hate Karl Anthony Towns.
the Josh Hart turnaround is crazy. Again, I get it. He didn't play well. But like the number of people I got in text from, like Josh, like, here's a text I got from someone who will remain anonymous. But I'm confused. What does Josh Hart do well? I said, come on, man. We're not going to do that. He had a great year. Right? And this is right at the end of the third quarter. And the response was that 2-on-1 transition decision he just made was 15-year-old AAU basketball level dumb.
I texted Taylor, what a terrible sequence. And then that's what he responded with.
Bruh, salute to the blood on his jersey, bruh. I'm making a call right now.
He said, Taylor says he's a regular season player, disappears in the playoffs.
He is, bro. I mean, at least he had the New York braids in the back of his head. You feel me?
Yo,
my brother Mike from Queens. You're live right now with Amin El Hassan and Tony Collada. Man, how you feel, bro?
You know, we could all sum it up in one word. We season, but I want to say,
what kind of word is that? First of all, season. What is it, Larry's?
Season is Larry's. I'm just. I
must say season.
I wanted to put the word over, but we're gonna limit it. Season. We're gonna talk about what we got to do for next year. We can't have Obi Toppin, the person that we got rid of, kill us. We can't have Bryant kill us.
MVP.
The bench of the Pacers hurt us tonight.
Yeah.
The last 3 by Halliburton, his numbers wouldn't even look that good if he didn't hit that deep 3 with nobody guarding him with under a minute left. At the end of the day, my guys did what they were supposed to do. Go get to game 6.
Yeah.
We couldn't pull it out. Fast break points killed us. I couldn't imagine the numbers on that.
Right.
You understand? Them taking the ball out the hoop, still getting baskets, It's just not the same team, and it's the consistency we lack. I love my squad. Ju, you know that.
Yeah, I
just felt like we lost to a team that I feel, and the world don't gotta feel this way. It wasn't better than us. They just got one more on us.
Yeah, that game one was hell, bro.
That game one. That game one hurt us, and then they got a second one in the garden. That hurt us right there. So, fellas, I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, season, we need some more of that, right?
Yeah, at least
some more of that.
The Tony Satchery joints. But how you feel? How you feel about Josh Hart, bro? Like his minutes wasn't as good as they usually were. Like, what you think about Josh Hart minutes tonight?
Man,
so free Tony.
Not good. Not good. But look, man, listen, we ain't do the Precious Achua. Oh, listen, Siakam was the key to the game, fellas.
Yeah.
Siakam, once again, without no real pressure defensively, was able to kill us.
Yeah.
If we and I like the Precious Achua matchup, somebody a little more length. Now, I'm not talking about OG. OG had a great game. I'm talking about defensively as far as guarding Siakam.
Yeah.
We need some more length for him. When you put Josh on him, it's not going to work.
Right. Former teammate, too, by the way, Precious Achua. Practice against the man day in, day out.
OG in him.
Yeah.
OG in him. But, you know, it's a little different guarding somebody that's a little shifty like Siakam is.
Yeah.
Siakam deserved that trophy that he got tonight, because I'll be damned if they give it to AKA Steve Nash. That's what y'all call him, right?
Look, I call him Marlon Wayans. My boy looking like more and more like Marlon Wayans every time I see him.
And you know, when he hit the three and then pulled the shirt out, I'm like, this is depressing, man. Listen, that was depressing. Even though the game was over, it was just enough. You know, look, kudos to Indiana.
Yeah.
You know, they you know, and look, kudos to the world, because you know it's New York versus everybody. You know, most of the people in the country wanted us to take an L.
Yeah, that is true.
But they might not want to see this matchup. Now, I'm a bull Savion. I'm going to watch the game.
Hold on, wait. You a what? A Savion?
Yeah,
Tell my boy, pause. That's crazy. You're a ball Savion. Chill. That's crazy.
I think it might be a savant. I don't know.
Even with that, chill.
Even with that.
Look, they trying to...
Hey, Savion might have saved it, actually, Tony. Yeah, I might have saved it.
He said he's a ball savant. No, hell no.
It's a ball savant, no.
Wow, the matchup.
For sure, bro. Well, look, you know I'm gonna call you after the game, bro. Appreciate you through this series, man. You made the broadcast better as you can make them, bro.
Come on. And look, next year, let's see. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's see. Put them on a t-shirt. Let's see.
Yo, hold it down, fellas.
All right, bro.
All right, later.
Mike from Queens, the ball savant is wild.
Yeah, I said Ball Savion actually saved it for him, because it could be anything. Once you got it to savant, nah.
Bro.
I want to say, someone in the chat said Chris Childs not walking through that door. I ran into Chris Childs on the street after the game. I was walking and I saw Chris Childs.
Yeah,
and, you know, Chris Childs was on Bomb years ago, man. I think it was like, I want to say right before Kobe passed away. And he told us the uncensored story of the Chris Childs Kobe 2-piece.
Wow.
And we were like, oh, this is gold. And then Kobe passed away. We're like, well, I guess this one could never air.
Bro, give us the cliff notes on that one, bro. You can't bring that up.
The cliff notes were that Kobe had been like popping him with the elbow in the right here, you know, because he's low trying to guard him, and Kobe's hitting him with the elbow. And so Chris was telling the ref, yo, ref, he keeps hitting me. Yo, ref, he keeps hitting me. Finally, he says to the ref, yo, ref, if you don't do something about it, I will next time he does this. And so he did it again. And he said he looked at the ref, and the ref was kind of like, and so he went in and went, pop, pop. And he said, I wasn't trying to hurt him. I was just trying to let him know, like, these exist. These exist. And he said the biggest thing was when he went for it, he, like, at the corner of his eyes, he saw Shaq. And he was worried, right, that Shaq was going to rush him. And Shaq was kind of like, Like Shaq, yeah, like Shaq let it happen pretty much. And if you watch that tape again, you'll see Shaq in the background, kind of just like watching. He doesn't. Yeah. He never moves in and like compare and contrast any other fight where Shaq has been involved. Yeah, he's shoving. Tracy McGrady told a story like we had when Tracy was on the Rockets and Shaq was on the Suns. We got in a fight. I can't remember, somebody like hip check Steve Nash. Next thing you know, like it was da-da-da. And Tracy in there kind of like trying to keep him apart. And Shaq grabbed him and threw his ass. And Tracy like, damn, like we boys, man. What you doing? But like that's
what 6'8", 240.
Oh my God.
And Shaq was like,
dude, it was like you throwing your daughter. It was like that. It's like it was like nothing. Yep.
That's crazy, bro. I can't be in no fight. I can't. If I see y'all in a fight, best believe I'm going no holds bar. I'm diving in with everything I got. You feel me?
I can't just let
it go
down.
You're
going George Pickens on him with the elbow.
Right.
Daniel the Super Faniel apparently. Oh, it was a boring story. Oh, yeah, because you knew the inside about that, right? You knew about that. Yeah, no,
come on, Daniel Super Faniel.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like basketball fans here. One of the most famous fights in basketball history. Someone's telling you like basically what happened, the behind the scenes of that. Oh, boring. Oh,
style him out of me. No.
It's insane to me, man. Like, go watch baseball, bro. I'm sure like the Twins are playing somewhere.
Salute to Jason Price from the chat. He say more to come in Indiana, and you say what's up, bro? Yeah, what's up, bro? Appreciate the love, Jason.
Dog,
also salute the. Go ahead, bro.
If I'm a Pacers fan, of course I'm gonna say that shit. Like we weren't supposed to be here last year, and everyone said it was a fluke, and now you know one-upped it. Like, why wouldn't you right now say like, hey man, we can take out the Thunder?
Right, exactly. Also, salute the Cloud Feet Creation, Johnny Bray,
Vinay,
Wheatley. What's that say? Lil Hoop 'em up, Deshaun. Little hoop 'em up, man. Come on, bro. We got a little hoop 'em up in the chat. JM, Michael Gildorf, RIP Smooth. Man, come on, man. Without y'all. Oh, and Vinay Suri. You got to know. He be checking out the bomb as well. Without y'all, who the hell are we? You feel me? Also, Miss Rebecca Donahue behind the ones and twos of this Alley Oop broadcast. Without you, sis, who the hell are we tonight, man? Yes. MVP Thomas Bryant. Also remind y'all, if you're suffering from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, you already know where to take your talents. Sky Rizzo, your dizzle. Bro, it was one thing that bothered me earlier in the game. They survived it again. Every time he made one of these bonehead coaches challenges in the beginning of the game, they win that game. Bro, I think any coach, if you use your challenge in the second quarter, I don't understand what you think you understand about life or the Constitution, like, or the Liberty Bell. Like, bro, they for the fourth quarter, don't use them. I know you can get an extra possession in the second quarter if you want to while you're up 6, but bro, save it for when it mattered, because there was a lot of swing plays that could have happened. Charges that wasn't charges. Neesmith got a couple fouls at the ends that didn't really matter, but what if they did? You feel me? Coach's challenge. Hang on to your coach's challenges.
JuJu.
You know,
I want to shout out Mr. J in the chat that says, JuJu, they were kneeing people in the nuts. He had to use it. Also, right. I like the idea that this Mr. J because he still hasn't graduated medical school.
Right.
He's almost there though. He's right there.
You feel me? Also, Mr. J right now available on Apple iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you get your music. I got a little EP called Mr. J. Salute to the boy. What a segue. You feel me?
Hey,
but
Daniel the Super Faniel has finally thought of a comeback, guys. Took him about like 10 minutes, but he's like, we cool because you got parents of the child basketball movement. Yeah, man. Keep working. You'll get the material right. Give you another 10 minutes to keep working on it. It's a little different when y'all talking to us straight up as opposed to like watching the show and we can't see what you said. It's a little bit different. You got to be a little bit quicker, a little bit sharper.
Right, bro. Look, yeah. But like you said, knees to the nuts are back. Draymond Green be down. But I saw about 4-5 knees to the nuts tonight. Like all fouls on the defense, on the nuts.
Not on the knees. Yeah. Not on the knees, only on
None on the knees.
You think Draymond Green was like, I miss you so much.
We broke through. We did it. We did it, Joe.
are gonna don't be a menace. She's like, I'm proud. Bro, I like the this may be corny of me, and this may be me getting older, but bro, I like the yes sirs. Like whatever intern came up with yes sirs on the shirts, give that brother a raise. Because
do they say that, or is that just a one-off that they just said this year? Like, is that something that people say in Indiana?
I don't know, and I don't care, because here's my thing. You know what they didn't do? Win it for our geographical area, which so many teams had. The Warriors had that. The Knicks had that. The Rockets had that. Like, if you had win it for, and
Orlando had it. Orlando had it.
So
they said win it for the
O. Win it for O-Town. Get the fuck out of here.
At least the Pacers try to come up with some original shit.
Yeah, bro, I like it, bro. Yes, sirs, bro. Give that brother a raise, bro. Whoever that sister, whoever came up with yes, sirs, promote him.
Or that person of
non-binary, right?
Yeah, exactly,
in the middle,
right. Salute to our non-binary brothers and non-binaries out there. You feel me? I'm trying. Look, we trying. Help us get it right.
Siblings,
right? Help us keep it right. You feel me? Yeah, boy, hell, man.
I mean, if the Celtics had gone through, if JuJu's the Celtics had gone through, how would you handicap Celtics Thunder with Jason Tatum keeping the Achilles healthy?
Blowtorch. With healthy Jason Tatum.
Healthy Jason Tatum, they beat the Knicks.
Thunder and 6. I would say. Thunder and 6. I've been saying it all year long. Like, they're just better than everyone else, and we all trying to find this like reason, like they're young. What y'all really doing is just like searching for any reason not say them. I don't know if it's because they're Oklahoma or because like they tanked for 100 years or whatever it is. We don't want to give them that credit, but damn, man, like I said before, they're the only team I can think of where it's like every single player on the roster defends and is an offensive threat. Everybody. They don't have any specialists. Everybody who comes in, maybe Isaiah Joe a little bit, but like everybody else, they get in the game, they defend, man, and then they're all offensive threats.
Right. Also, what a night for Mike Epps. He don't never get the much credit as he supposed to get as the #1 Pacers fan. When he usually like the Pacers all the time, he was like, boy, my boy crazy as hell for liking them Pacers. But what a night for my boy Courtside Shorty, man, with the real big dogs out there. Also salute to Pat McAfee, salute to Zaire Franklin courtside tonight. Yeah, man, good time for Indiana. Somebody in the chat was just saying you need to get some Indiana jerseys back there, brother. I don't mean to do this to you.
You got one right there. Right. Oh, that's Caden Clark. But
it's Caden Clark. But also, we got Jalen Rose right here on the side right here. You just can't see it right there, bro. Don't try me like that in the chat.
Hey, they just hit you like do the right thing. Why ain't there no brothers up in the wall?
Right. We got brothers on the wall, man. We got them up.
Just couldn't see them. The angle. That's all it was.
Right. We angled out, man. But yeah, bro. What a series. New York Knicks. Don't print up the street signs before the series. Don't print up Game 7 hats. You end up being goofy. Where do y'all think them Game 7 hats gonna end up? We on a live broadcast, so don't say nothing too crazy. But I imagine them Game 7 hats are going to be rocked and sported in another region. You feel me?
Like kids in Ecuador are going to love that shit.
Bruh, they're going to be rocking Game 7. Mets. They're going to use it for the Mets.
Yeah, by the way, that's the other thing. Them Game 7 hats was weak as hell, man.
It's just Game 7 like gas station style.
Like,
what was the back? Was the back flex too? You couldn't even get a snapback. You couldn't even get the fit. You had the flex shit, so it gets floppy after like 3 years. Come on, man.
The flex hats, the weakest hats in the world, bro.
Shout out to my brother Zaslow, but Zaslow only rocks flex hats, and I don't.
You know why? Because Zaz looks like a cop. Cops love the flex hat.
Right,
they love the flex hat.
Zaz look like he about to tell you, put your hands behind your back, sir. Yeah. Right down now.
And he also like he drives
alive.
Come with me. You're coming with me. Let's go.
Zaz,
me?
Zaz looks like he drives a Nissan Altima when he needs to get through traffic. He put that shit on top. All right,
out the window. Zaz look like he just turned off his body cam. Salute our brother, man. We love you, bro.
It's the flex cap, though. That's all it is. It's the flex cap only.
All right, bro. Hey, man, hold on. We got to give my boy Taylor a call before we get out of here. Any last words? You feel me? Thank y'all. But like I say, Saturday night, bro.
Where Josh at? Cool. Hold on. Where Josh at, man?
Bro, Josh ain't answering his damn phone. I can give him a call, but I know my boy ain't answering the phone. He don't want to hear nothing from nobody.
On a milk carton somewhere, man.
Right. Orange and blue skies. Taylor, we live right now on the alley with Amin and Tony, bro. How do you feel, bro?
Big night for Carolina baseball. They advanced to the regional final. Six shutout innings for Jason Cacaro. Just an ace doing ace things. It was a great night in Chapel Hill.
As I definitely feel you, bro.
Ask him about the Yankees.
I was about to say did you see the Yankees? I know we don't talk about a lot of baseball on here, but last time I checked the Yankees score, it was like 20-1.
It's been a tough weekend, man. If Leon Rose could trade Karl Anthony Towns this offseason, I'll go to wherever Karl Anthony Towns lives, pack his stuff up, and drive him to wherever he needs to go.
Hey, man, look, Karl Anthony Towns, if you locked in right now, you got to move him, man, to help you out, bro.
And good luck to Isaiah Hartenstein in the finals.
Oh, damn. Hey,
not Obi Toppin? Hold on, say not Obi Toppin?
Not Obi Toppin?
No, just Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm the Wolverine meme right now, sitting in my bed crying, looking at a picture of Isaiah.
Don't cry, brother. You got a lot going on. Forget these Knicks, man. You're handsome. Man. You got good calves. Like, keep your head up, bro. We love you, man.
Love you, man.
All righty. Well, yeah, bro. Do you want me to try to call Josh? Because I'll try to call him. I just know we gonna hit that voicemail, bro. I already know what time it is.
It's funny if it goes straight to voicemail.
Your call has been.
He turned it off.
Look, and on that note, bro, thank y'all again. Like I say, on a Saturday night, bro, y'all ain't have to do this. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all my real deal, real life brothers, man. Thank y'all, chat, man, for sticking up with us on this Saturday night. Check out the MMA Hangout, next Saturday with Tony?
Next Saturday, UFC 316.
Right. Check out the Oddball with Amin and Izzy. What else you got going on, Amin?
Man, I just want to say I'm so happy that we finally have hit the first stretch of 1, 2, 3, 4 days where I don't have to give a fuck about what happened last night. I'm like, oh, well, I don't have to do shit. All my analysis that I gave you out today, I'll be on Levitard Monday and Tuesday.
Always.
Watch me remix the shit over and over again. The same shit.
Recook up the brick.
Let's put it back into the air fryer and then come back out and serve it fresh.
Oklahoma City's better at every unit on offense and on defense than everybody else.
Mark my words. I'm going to do the whole, you got one of those? Cool. We got one that's better. I'm going to do that whole routine over.
Everybody's going to love it because they didn't hear this. So they're going to be like, Amin, oh my God.
I'm going to be like Brad Williams on stage, just doing my bits, man.
Right, and then for everybody tweeting Brad Williams, that was not him in that picture with Meek Mill and Puff Daddy.
That was not him, man.
Catch us next time.
Jason Madison, you should be ashamed of yourself.
We out of here, man. Thank y'all for locking in.
Ask him why they didn't give him a shirt like Meek and Diddy. Why didn't he have the same one on?